Welcome back. It's the final episode of Glamour Life, although that's not very hard with just 2 lots. So yeah, second part of the Uplifting Loft. Sorry, too many lots and lofts. Anyway, my god, I spent hours on this lot and it's not even that big. Like, I don't know. This episode is heavily edited, like crazy. So there's a lot of transitions, and let's just say you have to be grateful because I pretty much edited out 10 to 15 minutes of 10 to 15 minutes of extra footage because it was a lot of kitchens, a lot of blankets. And I was like, I gotta spare you guys. I'm just gonna edit it all out. So yeah, but first up, just quickly finishing up the exterior. Put some lights everywhere, to light up the driveway and stuff. And actually decided that I would like to place a couple of, little ponds on the porch. I don't know. It's not really a nice sitting area, I guess. Anyway, inside, lots of concrete, my favorite. For some reason, I started on the bathrooms, which I hardly ever do, but I don't know, I just felt like starting with the bathrooms, guess. So, yeah, kind of the concrete thingies. I really like the granite or concrete. I can't really tell. The sink and the shower. They're so pretty. I think in the end I actually chose this sink, the Marlou one, which is very lovely. Like I said in the first video, it's actually for such a big open floor plan. It's actually it's a very small bathroom, which is very surprising, but I guess a bathroom doesn't really need to be that big, but still feels kind of weird. And I'm sorry if I sound like slurring. I've been having difficulty talking all day, and I have a job where I have to help people on the phone, so I was messing up all day, and now I'm trying to record this and I'm just blah, 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 stuttering like crazy. It's like it's a bad time. I don't know, probably lack of sleep. Anyway, at one point I actually forgot to load up my collection folder, so I actually clicked my collection folder, as you will see soon, and the recording just crashed. So meanwhile, when the collections had finally loaded, I just started decorating, and at one point I was done with the bathrooms. And turns out, I was like, wait, my recording's not running. I was like, no! So it's right here. Yeah, that was totally true, especially the crying smiley. So quick look at the bathrooms, not really exciting, and just put a lot of little decorated, some clutter on the sink. And this is the other the part I probably struggled the hardest, or maybe that was the blanket. What I definitely struggled for a while with this kitchen. I was unsure what colors to pick. I knew what kind of kitchen I wanted to create, and what kind of how do you say the composition? No, layout. The kind of layout I wanted to use, but I was so struggling so much with the colors. Should I do wood? Should I do white? Should I do black? Should I do gray? So please, don't be angry when there's a lot of editing. It's for your own good, because it was bad. I actually wanted to build one of those cool kitchen islands that also has a stove, but I just felt that maybe 4 counter units were just a little bit too much, especially because the stove is just one, so I wish I had 2 tile stoves or something. But so yeah, I just made it a 3-tiled one This looks so much better. So this is actually pretty much the layout that I settled for. It's just that the colors I was fighting and arguing. Originally wanted to go for kind of a nice wood tone, but you will see soon. Here I was like, maybe some wood with a concrete top. I was like, Then I actually decided that I want to use a different kind of counter for the kitchen island. These, I think they're from the AMD kitchen. They actually connect really nicely together. As you can see, they actually you kind of have that side wall, which just goes over into the top, which looks really nice. But yeah, I still wasn't happy about the color, so I finally settled. I was like, maybe a fully black one? I was like, nah, that's too depressing. So I was like, okay, what if I make a white kitchen but with black countertops? And finally I was happy. I think that's took me like, I don't know, it feels like forever. So I was struggling. Okay, I knew what I wanted, but just not the color, so. But now it looks really cool, so. Just putting the clutter down, per usual. For some reason I thought a cheese on a dome, in a dome, that cabinet would be a great idea. I know, I always use the fruit bowl, so I actually wanted to use something else, and that was the cheese thingy. Just some other clutter. It's not very exciting at the moment. I think I just went for some cups. My favorite cups. Yeah, these ones. The thallium ones. There's some gray and white ones alternating because it's cool. Although actually in the video I forgot to put down like a coffee machine, so whoops. I think I included it in the download though, so don't worry. Putting out some bar stools actually came up with a great idea that maybe I should like have an accent, like just a color that pops every now and then. Just a couple of furniture units, so I went for red. You got these awesome red bar stools. Wired ones. Look great. So here I'm trying to put something on the ranged hood because I could have sworn there were slots on it. So I was just trying to put like maybe a little plant there or some bottles, but look at me struggling. Can't get it done, so I just gave up. I was like, okay, fine. I guess, like no decoration for me, I guess. So over here is oh, by the way, I didn't include like another like dining table because the original lot didn't have a dining table. It just had those bar stools, and I actually quite like that idea. Just to have like I don't know how they call that in English, but it's kind of a, just a bar table. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind with my videos. I'm like stressed the hell out. I'm stressed at work. It's just not a good time. Anyway, focus, Jodelie. Just shut up. Nobody cares. Anyway, so this is the living area. Big TV, although I'm technically... Oh, God, I can't talk. Anyway, yeah, I suppose maybe the TV is actually too small for that distance. Like there's sort of, well, not a law, but kind of a rule, that if your couch is this far away from the screen has to be this many inches. But maybe it's actually just big enough. I don't know. But yeah, again, the sideboard underneath the TV also has that color red kind of popping through. And yeah, here's actually a part I hate, I just don't have any good bookcases. Like, it's really annoying. I think I was also complaining about it in my stream. So what I actually did in this lodge is just to build some wall niches and chuck some books in there. They're actually really cute because you have like 3 different heights. And you can put little slots into them and then have like a little frame around them. There's even like a little wired sort of like a little fence you can put in there, and actually try to put some books in there. Sadly, I did not notice until I was fully done with the lodge, made the download package, took all of the pictures, that I noticed that the books I placed in the nooks actually are bleeding through the wall. So if you look on the outside, there's a bunch of books sticking through the walls. Like, yeah, just quickly edit it because this part took forever as well. Just, some of the Nolan books. But they are bleeding through, which is a shame. But, it looks nice. So I really love the ceiling lamps, and I definitely love, I think it was Paisley Avenue who did that. She converted them or made them. I can't remember, but I remember seeing her pictures that she grouped those 4 lamps together. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. So I've been doing that for a while too. A lot of people ask me, how do I get in your level? I'm just like, yeah, just keep practicing and just do what other people are doing. Like, seriously, just look at other people's picture set and just study. And like, what have they done to this room? What kind of colors have they used? What kind of furniture? How is it? Like, what's the layout? How are they positioning clutter? I know, like, what's the magazine called again? The Living Sims. Yeah, Living Sims. They have kind of a magazine in which they, interview people. They show pictures, give tips on how to decorate. It's currently for The Sims 2, 3, and 4, I think. It's actually, they have amazing pictures. So, if you want to learn something, just very handy. Man, that mirror is amazing. Just wish I picked a sideboard that actually matched its length. I didn't notice it at the time, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm kind of bugged. And I'm like, oh, I wish it was just also 3-tiled sideboard, but, just gotta live with it. So the hallway, usually I start with the hallway, so yeah, I just went simple. Again, I really like putting bags and shoes in the hallway, but yeah, this time I think I went a little bit easy. Although I did put down one black umbrella, so it's very classy. Yeah, this is definitely not a lot for Sims that want to have kids. Unless you want to, delete the entire, or just build a giant wall downstairs. Which will probably make the house look even weirder, but who cares? It's The Sims. Nobody cares. But yeah, otherwise it's, this house is one of those big wastes of space. Sims-wise, in real life there are definitely houses like this that are just so open, so big, and just full of concrete, and they will have just one lamp, like, and there's just nothing there, and just like, why? I don't get it, but I also secretly love them. So yeah, this part is kind of, thinking, this is definitely my favorite statue. It's the skeleton, the modern sort of human Sims. I'll stop talking. No, I can't stop talking. That sucks. No, I actually scrapped the art idea and actually put it down a big stereo because it's like, you know what? There's enough space to have a dance party. Although, no, I replaced the stereo by the LP, the record player. Which is definitely one of my favorite objects. I just really love it when you have this, you know, really concrete sort of modern house and then there's like some old furniture there that looks so weird. I love it. So another edit coming on. Curtains. I was drowning in curtains at one point, so for some reason I decided to go with these blinds. I was like, yes, this looks good. So I just kept those. Tried to use these big ones, but I love them, but they are just slightly too big, and these ones are a little bit more subtle, I guess. And so, well, next up is the bedroom. Really big bedroom. Yeah, this house is just like living room and bedroom. That's all. Nothing to it. So, actually, this is probably the longest part of the original like footage. I think I just spent like over maybe an hour, maybe something, maybe even longer on this bedroom, especially on the bed and the bedding. So I was struggling, you know. I kind of wanted to maybe a little bit white, and I was like, no, it looks really bland. Maybe I should like work some more red in it because it's kind of the accent, you know, in the living room. I hope you can't hear my family screaming downstairs. Like, no idea what's going on. Like, they won't talk for you for days, and then they'll suddenly be like, wah, 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 wah. You're like, shut up. Go to bed or something. I know it's just been dinner. Go to bed. So yeah, I was actually, as you can see, I'll stop complaining about my family. I was trying to cover the bed with different Jonesy blankets, and let's just say be happy that I edited it all out. So I finally settled for this one, a stripy one and one with slightly sort of red little thingies, like little tufts of fabric, like I don't know, but just a slight hint of red, you know, in there. So it's not perfect, but yeah, I really think we should have a new Jonesy blanket, which is just a little bit more, I don't know, isn't as big. Because all the other Jonesy blankets were bleeding through the sides of the bed, so that was kind of like, aw. So again, I tried to incorporate some more red, trying to find a nice lamp. So I actually went for these ones. Just some more red in there. I really like those tables. So from this set by Must Love Cats, I think. It's kind of this wooden, lot of side tables and end tables and sideboards and desks and whatever. So quickly put down a dresser. You know, I guess maybe for a house this big, the dresser is actually kind of disappointing, but I was like, whatever, just put down the amazing dresser that 10 Little Pandas, I think, made for me. Was it 10 Little Pandas? I think so. It's awesome, because I was complaining that I don't have any dressers that are just slightly, you know, thinner. All of the dressers are really big. So, but the dresser's like half a tile. So actually it looks just a little bit better propped against the wall. Yeah, and over at this point I was struggling whether to put like another dresser with like a sideboard or a couch, and I finally settled for this cool black sideboard and awesome painting, as you'll see soon. It's a recolor of the school map. Again, I was trying to find something with red, like, highlights in it, and I found this awesome colored stone thing? Yeah, this one. It's probably a really famous work of art. Or maybe not, but it looks really cool with the colors. Of course, some plants brighten things up. and a big old Eames chair because, you know, they're rich. So, you know the rule: when you are rich, you have to buy an Eames chair. It's just, you have to. It's like in your contract. If you reach a certain, you know, threshold, the bank calls you and says, "Yep, it's time to buy an Eames chair. You have to. It's mandatory." I really love doing Eames chairs though, they're so pretty. Man, we almost at the end of the video. Like, I didn't believe I could make it. Yay! So proud of me. So yeah, very big, kind of, well, it's a 2x2 lot. The house is actually very spacious, but, you know, this is definitely a lot for a sim that's not interested maybe in people in general, or maybe just interested in like art parties, but definitely not interested in having a family. I think that's very obvious. Because where are you gonna chuck them? I mean, there's enough space. Guess you could just chuck them downstairs. Anyway, that was it. Glamour life is done. Today we march upon pets. See you then. Meow.